Today I'm going to show you how to change the background color in Photoshop while keeping the shadow looking natural and realistic. This is a super useful technique for product photos, mugshots, and any image where you want a clean new background without losing that grounded, realistic shadow underneath the subject. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more Photoshop tips and editing tutorials. Let's jump right in. The first thing we need to do is separate the main object from the background and from the shadow. This is important because if you change the background color without isolating the shadow properly, the image can look fake or cut out. So in your layers panel, select your original image layer, then go up to the top menu and choose select, then subject. Photoshop will automatically detect the main object and create a selection around it. Now, depending on your image, the selection may not be perfect right away. If you notice areas like the handle, edges, or any parts of the subject that need more accuracy, use the quick selection tool. You can hold shift to add to the selection or alt to subtract from it. Take a moment here and clean it up as much as you can, because the better your selection, the better the final result will look. Once the subject is selected properly, press Ctrl+J on Windows or Command+J on Mac to copy the subject onto a brand new layer. Rename this layer to product mug or whatever your object is called. This gives you a clean subject cutout that sits separately from the background. Next, we need to extract the shadow. This is the part that makes the final edit look realistic instead of flat. Click back onto your original background layer, then grab the lasso tool and draw a loose, rough selection around the shadow on the table. Don't make it too tight. Leave a little breathing room around the shadow so you capture the full, natural shape. When the shadow area is selected, press Ctrl+J again to duplicate just that shadow onto its own layer. Now drag this shadow layer so it sits directly underneath your product mug layer. Rename this one shadow. At this stage, you should have your subject on one layer, your shadow on another layer, and the original background still underneath. Now, it's time to add the new background color. Go to the bottom of the layers panel and click the new adjustment layer icon, which looks like a half black, half white circle. From the menu, choose solid color. Photoshop will open the color picker window, and this is where you can choose your new background color. Pick whatever color fits your design, whether that's white, gray, beige, pastel, or a bold brown color, then click OK. After that, drag this color fill layer all the way down so it sits underneath both your product mug layer and your shadow layer. This is the key step that creates the new background while keeping your subject and shadow on top of it. Now let's clean up the shadow so it blends naturally with the new background. Right now, your shadow layer probably still contains some of the original table texture and light areas around it. We want only the dark shadow tones to remain visible. To do that, click on the shadow layer in the layers panel, then go to the blend mode drop down at the top where it usually says normal. Change that blend mode to multiply. Multiply is perfect here because it removes the lighter pixels and keeps the darker shadow detail. In other words, it helps the shadow disappear cleanly into the new background while preserving the realistic dark shape. This is one of the best tricks for keeping product photos looking natural after a background color change. If the shadow now looks too strong or too dark against your new background, don't worry. Simply lower the opacity slider until it looks balanced. In many cases, somewhere around 70 to 85% works really well, but it depends on the image and the color you chose. Adjust it until the shadow feels soft, believable, and seamless. At this point, you should have a clean new background color, your original subject preserved, and the realistic shadow still sitting naturally underneath it. That's the full workflow. It's fast, professional, and much better than just painting over the background because it keeps the image depth and realism intact. If you want, you can also zoom in and make tiny refinements to the edges of the subject or shadow layer. Sometimes a small adjustment can make the final edit look even more polished, especially for product photography. The goal is to make the viewer feel like the object was always photographed on that background. And that's how you change a background color in Photoshop with shadow while keeping everything realistic. If this tutorial helped, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next Photoshop editing guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.